Moose Lake Campground, 2 miles. Why would we be coming here other than to check it out?
Because we can.
Well, yeah.
That's what we do on this site.
Well, that and we're also hosting here this year, so we figured we should probably check it out.
Get a lay of the land, yep.
That's right, we're hosting 2 campgrounds this year, Black Lake and Moose Lake.
Now, Moose Lake is, what?
8 miles?
9 miles from Black Lake, so it's not a huge jump distance for us to travel.
Hey everyone, I'm Travis.
I'm Maddie.
We're here at Moose Lake, not Black Lake Campground. We're out here because, one, we're going to be hosting here and at Black Lake this year, so we thought we'd take a look at what there is out here because I haven't been here for years and Stephanie and the kids have never been here. And I'm excited. I can't wait to actually get to work camping and being out here doing various things. There's some neat stuff about this campground, so why don't you come with us and we'll check it out together. Well, there's the well sign, and would you look at that? It's not a solar well. There's actual power here. Not in the campground itself, but power for the well. That's kind of cool. That's a nice little feature that I wish Black Lake had, but that's okay. Maybe someday. Walking our way in. Off to our right here, where there's a fork in the road that we didn't go through, is the boat landing. Teal's adventuring with us, carrying her dummy. She doesn't want to give it up. Moose Lake is a much, much smaller campground than Black Lake. And you might hear it in the background, Moose Lake, the lake, is also, it's a bigger lake and there's resorts on the other side of it. So there are going to be boats on the water pretty much all year. So up here on the left is Site 1. This is a non-lakeside site. Kind of up, non-reservable. Kind of have to go up a hill. To be honest with you, if I were to put a camper in here, I probably wouldn't go much further than that ridge. Well, not even ridge, but that sharp incline where Virginia is right now. So if I were coming here, this would be a tent site. I don't think I'd try and get a camper in there, although if you're determined, you probably do it. Across the way here is Site 2. This is a reservable lakeside site. Not the greatest view of the lake. And again, this is a smaller site. It does have a little bit of a level pad up front, so you could put a camper on it if you wanted. Site 3, non-reservable. Bigger, still kind of small, but I could at least easily get the camper into it, and it's a lot more level. Has a decent view of the lake. And then up here we have Site 4, and if I remember correctly, this one is actually right next to the beach. Oh, and by the way, across from Site 3 and 4 there is a pit toilet up on the top of the hill. Looks like that's next to Site 5 as well. So this is definitely a much smaller campground. Site 4 you could easily get a camper onto if you needed to. And no, Site 4 is not the one next to the beach. It looks like that would be Site 6, which is also a reservable site. A little bit of a downhill slope for that one, but you could get a camper in it. But as I said, this one's right next to the beach, which you can see through there. So we'll head down to the beach and show you what it looks like down there. So here we are, the beach as it were of Moose Lake. No white sandy beach here, I'm afraid. But you can see across the lake is a house, and there's some houses over there. Like I said, this is a much bigger lake than Black Lake, and there is private property all the way around it, so you would have the potential for boat noise all year if you were to stay here. We'll head back out to the campground and check out the rest of the sites, but this is the beach. Kind of some water issues. It's a little bit low. But if you wanted to come swim, like Teal wants to right now, continuing on from the beach. Again, we have a little path up to the pit toilet on the hill. Site 8 over here. Again, a smaller site. Could get a camper on it if you need to. Not reservable. Site 7, probably the biggest site we've seen so far.
I like it.
Reservable. Downhill slope, but there's a level spot down there that you could get your camper into. Same with Site 9. Again, you could get a camper in there. Another view of Site 8. You could get a camper in there.
Yeah.
There's the storm shelter bathroom, the concrete bunker as it were. Site 10. There's Teal, still walking with her dummy.
11's not bad.
11's not bad. I could easily get our camper in there.
Oh, yeah.
12 is actually set back quite a ways. That's not bad. The only thing I could think of that I wouldn't like about 12 is that wet spot is going to be a mosquito breeding ground. So I'm willing to bet that's kind of buggy.
I would think so.
And so far I have not seen any sign of a closet for cleaning supplies here, so when we come to do hosting duties, we will have to bring supplies with us. Good to know.
Yep.
Site 14, big enough for a camper, could be a little bit of a challenge to level. 13's a nice site. Easily could get a camper in there. And we're back to what I believe is the... Oh, there is one more site up here. I didn't see that. Non-reservable. This would be Site 14. That is a nice sized site.
I kind of like this one.
I kind of like this one too.
Not sure about the rise going into it.
Getting a camper in would be a treat. But we could back in to that rise and call it good.
Yeah.
I might be able to push up onto that high spot.
I like it.
Let's take a quick
Yeah.
walk in here because we might be able to actually push up and in on this one. The question is, once we pushed up and in, could we actually have enough room to deploy? And I don't think we would. So I think this would have to be a tent-only site.
I would think.
Unless you had a small pop-up camper.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of Moose Lake Campground. I hope you come and stay here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell.